Thanks for joining us. I'm Justin Serio, and you're watching Agriculture on Air, the latest in agricultural news and advancements. The UTM equestrian team is in danger of being removed from campus. The NCAA wants to remove the equestrian from the list of emerging women's sports. UT Martin is the only university in the state of Tennessee to offer equestrian and offer it to more than 25 female student athletes. The Skyhawk equestrian team needs help in raising funds to keep this program alive. If they do not reach their goal of $600,000 by June 1st, then the program will be removed. This past week, farmers met in Louisville, Kentucky for the National Farm Machinery Show. Ag OnAir reporter Jeff Rogers gives us the insider scoop on the show.
It's the only place where you can see smiling faces, heavy machinery, and the latest in agricultural innovations. The National Farm Machinery Show in Louisville, Kentucky welcomes over 50,000 agriculturists to the 1.2 million square foot exposition center right at the heart of the city. The expo gives farmers a look into the future by showing what is coming up in agriculture. From seed varieties to new machinery, farmers get the first glance at what will be available in the near future. But the experience is not just for the farmer alone. Josh McClinton and Jerry Golden, who are students at UTM, attended the show with admiration for more than just farm equipment.
Between you didn't have just farm machines, like, typically like the name says, you had more of your diesel population out there and had performance shops and odds and ends, and that's actually in a field of expertise that I'm going into, so it's nice seeing them and being able to talk to them.
What I love about the agriculture industry is how tight-knit everyone is. You can go to livestock, you can go to row crop, and everybody will work with each other, and the fact that we're feeding the world with everything we do.
Aside from the show, the championship tractor pull is the main event that everyone looks forward to. Every night of the show, Freedom Hall is packed with trucks and tractors from around the nation to see who is the best of the best. For generations to come, farmers will always have a window into the future. And regardless of who you are, the National Farm Machinery Show gives something for everyone to enjoy. For Ag On Air, I'm Jeff Rogers.
Lab-grown meats may be on the horizon for the year 2021. Memphis Meats is one of a group of companies who are exploring the idea of new meat production startup. The Memphis Daily News reports that they use the cells of cows, pigs, and chickens for the foundation to grow products in lab settings. Will Clem, founder of Memphis Meats, made a global debut earlier this month in San Francisco and hopes to have these products on the shelves by 2021. On Saturday, young agriculturalists from across the nation gathered in Kansas City, Missouri for the American Farm Bureau Young Farmers and Ranchers Leadership Conference. Attendees heard from NFL linebacker turned farmer Jason Brown about his journey from the limelight to farm life, and even a word from Miss America 2016 about her campaign, Healthy Children, Strong America. The collegiate discussion meet Final Four round ended with California taking home the win. On the final day of conference, attendees were able to see the sights with tours around Missouri and Kansas. Tours range from large-scale row crop operations to agritourism and event farms, and even a winery and apple cider bottling facility. It takes up to 100 years to produce only 1 inch of topsoil, so it makes sense to take care of your soil for the long-term benefits. Eileen Kladvico, Purdue University professor of agronomy, has 4 simple strategies to help farmers take care of their soil. Use less invasive methods of tilling, such as no-till or the use of a moldboard plow. Use cover crops as often as possible. The root systems will keep erosion from taking place in the soil. Try to have something growing on the land as often as possible. Try mixing winter and summer crops on the field. Use a solid method of crop rotation. This will increase the diversity of plant material left on the field, which can help soil health. If you can follow some of these simple steps, it will lead to healthier soil and in turn increase crop yields and preserve your field for the long haul. Thousands of young people in Tennessee have a dual membership in 2 related organizations. 4-H and the Future Farmers of America, also called FFA, often share many of the same goals and ideas. Charles Denny has more on what kids learn when they're involved with both groups.
Today's in-class assignment: harvest beautiful lettuce straight from the school greenhouse. These agriculture students at Scotts Hill High in Henderson County grew this produce with guidance from teacher Chris Cherry. It wasn't so long ago that Mr. Cherry was their age, and like many of them, heavily involved in both 4-H and FFA.
I think they go hand in hand. So many of the opportunities are the same. So much of the work that the students are doing could benefit them in both organizations.
More than anything, Cherry wants his students to learn and encourages dual membership in both ag-related organizations. There are time constraints for some kids, but they also get a variety of experiences.
The students in my program this year, we have a state FFA officer and we have a state 4-H council member. We have students who are going to a state finalist in their FFA proficiency awards and in their 4-H portfolios. So a lot of what we're doing is we're doubling the opportunities for our students.
Back indoors, the class learns and draws the parts of a flower. The science behind agriculture is what interests senior Mackenzie Clark, who plans to study animal science in college. She says her background has prepared her well.
The things that I knew growing up, I knew that I wanted to be involved in 4-H, and I knew that I wanted to be involved in FFA because I knew that they would open up opportunities and open up doors for me.
4-H is the youth development program for UT Extension, with 180,000 young Tennesseans involved statewide. Many times 4-H agents team with their local high schools, with both teaching lessons about leadership and service. Janet Newton is the 4-H agent for Henderson County and appreciates the way a partnership with FFA and the schools gives her a greater connection to youth.
I want to stay connected with them, and I want somebody that's in daily contact with them to stay connected with me. So, but yeah, Mr. Cherry was very involved in 4-H when he was in high school, and FFA also, so he realizes the connection between the two.
It will be a busy last few months of the school year for these kids, but they can expect more good experiences in both 4-H and FFA. For these two organizations, helping young people grow and succeed is a shared responsibility. This is Charles Denny reporting.
That wraps up this edition of Agriculture on Air. Thanks for watching.